Yeah, bro. So if you ain't here, you're probably in New York.
Yes.
Shout out to Josiah.
Yeah.
The New Mexican Jack Harlow out here. Josiah Lenward said he's got some exclusive amateur feet pics coming your way.
Yes. Subway Chronicles Part 1.
Subway Chronicles Part 1. Brother, we're going to jump straight into the fact. We ain't introing this yet, bro, but we're going to start off talking about episode 50.
I know, man.
Like 50 episodes in. It's been 2 years pretty much, give or take.
Yeah.
We just got the notification, like a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, like a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, it was like 2 years.
That's crazy.
I went back and watched that first episode again, man. Yeah. We were wilding out the gate, dog.
I know.
Out the gate, we were wilding out. But see, that's the thing. That's why I think we all, I don't know if we really thought about like it working or how far this could go. We just knew we had some cameras and we set them up and started talking shit.
We were winging it.
We were winging it, Jerry. But it's funny because like me and Lenwards had kind of like talked about like, yeah, well, why don't we just set up some cameras and we could record some shit. We had talked about that type of shit for years. Right. And when I hit Jay's like, motherfucker, what? I'm not in front of the camera, dog. Fuck you talking about a podcast. I'm like, bro, can't just be me and Lenwards, bro. We're gonna fucking walk down some crazy ass paths, bro. We need to have one person that could be like, well, guys, listen.
Let's float this a little higher.
Guys. You know I don't fuck with marriage, but listen, right?
Damn.
Let me tell you guys some shit. Right? Sometimes, bro,
I don't love them. But
you're the voice of reason, though, dog. Like sometimes, like we need the anchor to be like, all right, guys, chill the fuck out, my dude. And
be too much. Fuck the world or the world is fucked.
One or the other, bro. One or the other, dog.
Some positivity.
Right.
That's why you wear the hat.
Exactly. Shout out to the positive hat. Hey. But like, I don't think we put too much thought into like where it was going, what it was gonna look like, what it was gonna sound like. Like if they could only see what the setup looked like when we first started recording.
I know, it'd be cool to have some pictures.
And we ain't got none because we didn't think like that. We're just like, I'm like, this camera matches. Let me buy a new lens. I went to Best Buy like 5 times that week for new tripods.
I bought one of the same cameras too.
Yeah.
For the same.
Remember though, because before we even pressed record, I mean, this was like fresh out of the Great Value apocalypse, realistically. We were only like about like a year out.
Yep.
So things were still kind of weird, dog. So remember, Jay, we had the pod set up the opposite side in the studio.
Yeah.
We had got the Rode switcher and we tested it out. And we're like, oh, this is fucking dope. And then I set up the cameras and I'm like, Jay, this ain't about to work, dog. Someone opens up this door, we're fucked. Because it looks bigger on camera. That's what she said. It's not like the room that we first started in that motherfucker. Before we tore out the wall, that was, what would you say the size is, Jay?
I would say it was about probably like 9 by 11 feet.
9 by 11 feet.
11.
That ain't shit.
It might have been like
it was about
this
like right
wall
here,
to the edge of this.
Yeah.
It was
and we still had other shit in there. There was
a
table.
There was a heat press in that motherfucker. But when we first set it up, it was on the opposite side. Remember, I called you and I was like, Jay, I think I'm gonna just rearrange this whole motherfucker. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, I don't think there's enough space, dog. Like we have to go from the other end and flip around all the furniture. So I did it and it worked.
Yep.
It worked. It was good enough, dog. Right. It got the point across.
Yep. That was before we took the wall down, right?
Yeah, that was way before. We didn't take the wall down until we got out. It's funny because the whole time we're talking about taking the wall down. Let's take the wall down. Let's take the wall down. We took the wall down and then we fucking left.
Yeah, you went to another spot.
We went to a whole new studio, dog.
It worked out though.
That was when Will's like, "Hey, bro, got this spot. Let's come try the pod over here." So we did.
That was a dope spot too.
It was fun, bro.
Shout out to Will.
Shout out to Will. You know what I mean? We had a bunch of dope interviews there. It's crazy because like I'll watch, like I feel like when we went to that spot, it was still like us, but I felt like we were trying to be a little more professional. We're like, so guys, you know,
you're bad.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Sorry, dog. Like I'm just trying to be a little more professional here, bro. Like we're not talking about masturbating by mirrors. You know what I mean? Like we got doctors on this podcast, bro. But we didn't get to really film any episodes inside
in that location
when we tore down the wall. until we went back again.
Until we went back a couple weeks ago.
See, we went back a couple weeks ago, and those episodes were fun as fuck, dog, because we got to drink and
It's a
wild the
different
fuck
vibe.
out.
Yeah.
Completely different vibe.
That's what I like about having all this shit like mobile.
We could go where we want to.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that was always, the goal. But it's funny because, going back and watching them first few episodes, shout out to fucking Diego, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Senor Sanchez did not need to pull up for episode 5.
Yeah.
I hope the audience
Episode
realizes
5,
that.
dog.
Episode 5.
That's fucking crazy.
Brother, we didn't know what the fuck was going. We even had to borrow cameras for that episode to look like we knew what we were doing.
That's right.
we did.
That's how we got the 5D.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's right.
Yeah, we had a bunch of different angles. I'm like, all right, this is starting. It still wasn't even in 4K.
Yeah. And he pulled up with his homie, bro, and there was like barely any walking space in that
No.
whole room. It was like a little path like that.
Yeah.
Zero
He was like
space.
sitting right off camera.
Yeah.
And so was I, because I didn't have a camera that time. I had the mic. Yeah.
You did have the mic, I remember.
I had a
But
mic.
he was off camera.
But I was right off
See,
camera.
we didn't have enough cameras. That's
Damn,
crazy.
that was fucking wild. And we still had a fuckload of cameras. We had a fuckload of cameras, still didn't have enough.
Didn't have enough.
And it was in 1080p. We didn't have the lighting dialed in.
Yeah.
The hardest part of that though, and I'm glad it fucking does not go that way anymore, is before we got the switcher, I'd have to import each individual camera recorded,
Start to finish.
make sure it all matched, splice it together with the audio. That was a fucking nightmare. Especially because, remember the first few, I think we had figured it out by Diego's. We had got the little miniature switcher, but it was still each individual.
Yeah.
Like we still had to edit it.
Record it. Yeah.
No, that we couldn't record it.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
So, but remember the first few episodes, Dom and Josiah were having to come at the certain time
And keep
to
returning
restart
them on,
the cameras.
Because they would turn off. Yeah.
And that was episode one. We didn't know that. We learned it as we were going. Episode 1, we were in a groove, and all of a sudden we look up and we're like, none of these fucking cameras are recording.
We lost a good, probably 15, 20 minutes.
Easy.
of shit.
Yeah.
Easy.
Because it only records 30 minutes. So every 30 minutes we would have to stop, turn back on the cameras.
Yeah.
So that's when we brought in Dom and Josiah. We're like, we just need someone to pay attention
Keep the
to
cameras
right
rolling.
when the camera's about to switch, hit record, and then we can I can edit like a waterfall rotation to whatever camera was still on. I jump to that, even if it looked crazy.
Right.
Because sometimes, you know what I'm
worked,
saying, I ain't trying to have us look crazy.
Thank you.
You blink an eye, one eye
appreciate it.
blinks, the other one stays open. You know what I'm saying? Half your face is like drooping down.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make sure we look.
I think Leonard just had a stroke.
Damn, what the fuck going on with Landwords? Damn, Landwords. Shit, man.
going on?
Fuck the pod. Let's call an ambulance.
That shit's funny.
So
And we were even trying to do it from our phones with the app, the Canon apps, remember?
oh yeah, remember? Oh,
Yeah.
bro.
yeah.
I'm like, Jay, just pay attention to the cameras. Hit record as it goes. And now, bro, 50 episodes deep, and I was telling Landwords before we turn on the cameras, like, now it finally feels like we are at that start line.
Yeah.
We've got everything dialed in. We got these expensive 4K cameras.
Yes.
We know how to set it up. We got a dope ass location provided by Enchanted motherfucking Botanicals. Shout out to gang. We got Dom back here switching. Every episode he gets better at that. Makes my job easier when I gotta edit it. You know what I mean? We brought the homeboy Manable Lecter now helping us fucking set up all the cameras. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Josiah, he's not here physically, but he's here spiritually. We got a picture of some feet over here that you can't see off.
As long as he handles his business out there, taking feet pics and shit, keeping his
You know what I'm
business
saying?
going.
He's got to keep that OF
Gotta keep
going,
that.
bro.
Gotta keep that website rolling.
Right, no matter what happens, Josiah's always got a motherfucking seat at the table over here. And it's just, man, 2 years, when you look at it like fast, like quick, it seems like it was fast.
Yeah.
But when you really pay attention to it, that was a lot in 2 years, dog.
Yeah. Yeah.
We did. We moved a couple locations.
Life happened, bro.
A lot of life.
A lot of life happened in 2 years. And I feel like we've gotten better at this.
Yeah, it's gotten easier.
Like, there's no way to describe it except for that we've gotten better. And I want to keep talking about it, but I'm not going to do another 20 fucking minutes talking before we intro this important episode, right?
Do it.
You are now tuned in to Respect the Connect. I'm your host, Johnny James. I'm here with a few of my nearest and dearest. My dog, the motherfucking motivational, the positive hat wearing, inspirational, Jay motherfucking Travs in the building. What's poppin', Jay?
Man, everything, bro. New year, not new me, but
just new year.
New year, good things happening. Bro.
New year, good things happening. Yeah. And right in front of me, my dog, the legendary, published, great father, friend extraordinaire, Len Words. What's poppin', Len Words?
Keep going. I like the intro.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to get better at my job. You know
I need that on my birthday.
Hey, let's go.
Keep that recording,
Keep that
man.
going, dog. I'm going to send it to you. You got the MP4, right, Jake?
Right.
The wave, dog. It's got to be quality, bro.
Got you.
I need that.
It'll be on Spotify.
It'll be on Spotify. That's going to be the new intro. That's the new intro.
That should be. It should be.
So what's poppin', Len Words?
Oh, man. It's popping like what we do.
Orville Redenbachen.
Ooh, I like that.
It's popping like Orville Redenbachen.
Redenbachen.
You know what I'm saying? We don't even say no. We saying Bakken because they ain't
Bakken.
getting no free sponsorships up in here. Orville Redenbachen.
Popping like Act 2.
Popping like Act 2. Episode 50 makes some motherfucking noise, Jay.
Yes.
So, I kind of was thinking about asking you guys this question because I think I know my answer, but I want to know you guys.
Okay.
In 50 episodes, what have you learned about yourself, Len Words?
Okay. Oh, you asking?
I am.
I mean, okay. Let me think.
Have you learned something that you didn't know 50 episodes ago about yourself?
Yes. Well, I don't know if I learned it, but it became more acutely aware of, like, don't get too faded on the internet and talk shit about random people.
Hey.
It's not always a good look.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good...
It's good to have an opinion. Not so good to just, clown on people.
Well, and especially when you have that opinion and you're a little sauced.
Right, exactly. Because it might come out a little different.
Well,
than,
you know what they say? They say a
ordinarily.
drunk person's words are a sober person's thoughts.
Yes.
So you
True.
weren't going to say it
Yeah.
unless you got that juice.
But I
in
got a
you.
right to think these thoughts.
Yes.
Yeah.
See,
I just don't have to say my shit.
I agree
all the
with
time.
that statement 100%. I do agree with it. I've seen it. But sometimes when you're sauced, your opinion gets a little exaggerated.
True.
Right?
True. Yeah.
It gets a little more colorful,
Y'all
dog.
still got people out here thinking that I believe the earth is flat. Like, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking
Hey,
about.
it's funny because...
It's funny because it's a conversation to have, but trust me, calm down. Like,
chill out, bro.
I went to school too.
Hey, I get it, bro. But see, and that's why I knew that our conversations were gonna work and go into places that were funny in a way that was still like intelligent, dog.
Yeah.
Because we're willing to talk about all of it, right? I'll talk about any conspiracy theory you want to bring to the table, right? I don't give a fuck. Let's talk about the firmament.
Right. Yeah.
Let's talk about the disc, right? But you know what I mean? But we're gonna approach both sides of it, bro.
Right.
Like I've always said, I'm down to talk about every conspiracy theory. I want to hear a legitimate reason why that is for real.
And that's all I was ever saying.
You know what I mean?
Like,
that's why I listen to people talk about the moon
say
landing
that
too.
shit, yeah. Oh,
Right?
yeah.
Listen, there was a reason
that's
behind.
That's a conversation.
It
now.
is. But I'll entertain those conversations
Is the moon
because
real?
it's the moon. It's a block of cheese, dog. But it's hollow.
Right.
Jim Carrey lives up there.
Somebody's on the dark side.
When he left
controlling things.
Truman, when he left the show, he went to the moon.
Hey,
and he's been watching us the whole time.
Man, I knew it. That's
New
where
conspiracies
that's where that door
spawning
went. Yeah.
to the moon.
Yeah.
To the hollow moon that we're seeing.
Yeah.
But with conspiracy theories, I'll entertain them. I'll talk about them. I like to talk. They're fun to talk about, dog. It's entertaining conversation. Yeah. Give me a reason though, and that's why I feel like the moon landing one is a good one to keep going back to and talking about because there was a reason for us to pretend we landed on the moon first.
Yeah.
There was a legitimate reason behind that sped up process.
Right.
So that one I'll sit there and throw back and forth.
And we never went back.
Hey, strange.
Just saying.
Hey,
Just saying.
watch The Shining.
Yeah.
Stanley Kubrick. He left breadcrumbs, dog.
Stanley Kubrick
There ain't no
was trying to
oil
tell
on
us.
there, bro. There ain't no oil.
Oh,
What's there for us
shit.
to be there
Hey,
for,
this
bro?
guy just hits him with it. Hey, how do you know? Maybe there is.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just one big oil tanker up there, dog.
Right? They don't want anybody to know.
Can you imagine the moon is just one big fucking huge planet filled with oil on the inside,
Man.
bro?
What was that Schwarzenegger? Was it Total Recall?
Oh, yeah.
Where he
Yeah.
went to like Mars
When
or
he's
some
like,
shit and they had like all the ancient Africans and all that shit. Hey,
bro.
I'm just saying.
Listen, though, remember
they put it in movies.
The
now,
best
y'all.
part of that movie, dog, it kills me every single time, and it still hasn't aged well, is when they get pulled out into Mars outside of the building, and his face is getting sucked. Making them crazy ass noises. His eyeballs are popping out of his fucking head.
I thought you were gonna say something about the 3 titties.
Oh, the 3 titties is classic,
That's
though.
like everybody.
Yeah, that's not funny. That's just like, hey, man, 3 titties.
Would it be better?
I mean, it might be. You never know,
What's the
bro.
extra one for?
The extra one. I mean, for more milk.
More milk?
More milk. I mean, it'll be even though, because man, we can't get too crazy, but it'll be an even. You know what I'm saying? When you reach for both of them, you'll have like a third one there to even it out, bruh.
What are you looking at me for then?
No, I'm just thinking now.
balance.
I'm like, you know what? He might have
It's
a point
balance.
here. I don't know.
That middle part is
I'm trying to
missing.
see if he's selling you on this because
Yeah.
I'm kind of
Yeah.
sold.
I'm kind of sold on that shit. You know what I mean? And it's center mass, bro. A nipple right in the middle. It's like a target. You know what I'm saying?
Right?
I don't know. I could see it. But
Would you turn her away? Would you be like, oh man, shit, this bitch
Come
got
on,
3
people,
titties?
Nah.
people fuck midgets.
Three
so don't
titties?
tell me you wouldn't
They
do a 3 titty bitch.
I don't know.
Come on now.
It depends, but
What you mean it depends?
It depends. You're gonna kick her out of bed, bro. You got to just for the story. Be like, yup.
Yep.
Yeah, we're bouncing around.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It was 3 though.
You know what it'd be kind of like? What's that thing with the balls on it? You pull one up and you hit it and then it hits the other one. Bram, bram. What are those called? You smack one of them titties on the side.
What,
Pendulum.
no,
It's not a fucking
No, it's not a
pendulum.
pendulum. It's
But the same concept.
Yeah, it's got something to do with like Newton and
It's the
Whatever they're called.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You
That-
smack one titty. Bram,
bro.
bram, bram. Come on,
Yeah,
Jason.
and then the rhythm is off, and you try to get it back. Like
Damn.
Handling business with the 3 titty bitch.
Okay.
Jason,
that's a
I
perfect,
want this for you.
That's a perfect segue for
Enjoy
us to
your
find
single
out.
life.
That's a perfect segue for us to find out what Jay learned about himself in 50
I learned
episodes.
that if you you said it earlier, bro. I'm not the type to be in front of a camera. You know what I'm saying? So I learned that you push yourself, bro. You can push yourself and be in front of a motherfucking 1, 2, 3, 4 cameras.
All the cameras.
All the
Yeah.
cameras.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I learned that I could still get out of my comfort zone in different situations. You know what I mean?
100%,
Nice.
bro. I like that.
I like
that.
it. What about you?
I learned a lot, actually, dog, if
well,
I'm
you
being
learn
honest,
how to
bro.
edit. You learn how to like you. You were just like, I started this, so I
Yeah,
gotta make sure
gotta
this shit gets
go,
done.
but, like, I think I learned how to be a better listener.
Okay. Yeah.
I know that's not necessarily something I learned about myself.
Mm-hmm.
I did learn things about myself, but I learned how to be better in certain things, right?
Mm-hmm.
I learned how to have a better conversation,
Mm-hmm.
right? Even when I'm off camera, like I'm noticing, like when I'm talking to like my family or, you know what I'm saying, any of my primos or whatever, like I feel like I'm like more present,
More engaged.
in the conversation. Like, and I think I think that is a skill that I've gotten here.
Nice.
I really do, because you know, you get people that you have conversations with and you can tell that they're just kind of waiting for their turn to talk and they're not listening. And my pops used to always tell me, he used to tell me this all the time, and I say it to my kids, God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason, to listen more and talk less.
Yeah.
And that's important, because when you're having a conversation with people, they got to feel like you care about what they're saying. And you probably should fucking care about what they're saying, not just sitting there like, okay, now my turn to talk.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to internalize any of what they're trying to get across to you. And I feel like I've gotten better at that.
Nice.
Obviously, the editing. I don't know. Again, people hear me say that all the time. And now I'm getting to the point where, motherfucker, I do know what I'm doing.
There you go.
I'm going to stop saying
Say
I
that
don't know
shit.
what I'm doing.
Pop that collar.
Yeah, I know what I'm doing. Shit. My computer might not be able to take what the fuck you're throwing at it. Might need a new computer. But yeah, it's been a really dope 2 years. I look forward to where we're going next.
Yeah.
Me too.
I think we're just hitting that start line. And I know we've been talking about it for a long time. And I'm going to leave this question up to the audience. Since you guys are such a vital part of what the fuck we do here, we got such a dope base of core fans that rock with what the fuck we do.
Yes.
They don't got to show up at 11 on a Thursday to be active in the live chat with us talking shit.
I think that's so dope, bro.
It really is,
That's
bro.
so dope,
So
bro.
shout out to every
Yes.
single one of y'all.
Yes. Yeah.
None of you guys got to show up. Everybody's got their own lives to live.
Yeah.
They're like, I'm gonna tune in on Thursdays at 11 to hear these motherfuckers' opinions and talking shit.
And hey, man, they're talking shit with
They're
us.
talking
too.
shit with us.
Right, talking shit right back.
Whether they agree, disagree, they're still in there supporting it, bro. So this question goes to you guys. We've been throwing around the idea for a little minute now. I think it's time for the weekly episodes, my brothers.
Indeed.
Okay.
I think Respect the Connect and its audience deserve weekly episodes.
Nice.
It's gonna take the work up a little bit, but you know, nothing worth having has ever come easy. Pause.
I ain't scared of little hard work, bro.
Nah, me neither. Obviously,
We
none
used
of
to
us
dig
are.
trenches,
You know what I'm
fucking
saying?
move dirt.
Move dirt
And pour concrete.
for no reason. Would just be like, "What are you doing? I'm just moving this dirt, just so I can be ready."
He'll call me. I'll be like, no, just chilling. All right, no, I'm not chilling, bro.
Yeah,
I'm like
I'm not-
setting up forms for this concrete job.
I'm chilling, dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm up here on a
But
crane
I'm
building a
chilling.
skyscraper.
Yeah.
I'm very busy, but I'm actually chilling.
No, we
Lenward's actually pulled up to help on
Yeah,
a
I
concrete
did a
job.
concrete job.
Down in
with
Corrales.
Yeah.
no one's scared. None of the squad here is scared of hard work.
No.
And I think that translates.
Yeah.
Everybody's ready. Like, it's funny because I feel like all of us are like, why could we do more? What do you need? What do you need from me? And it's like, bro, like, we're good. Like, everybody's,
Yeah, bro.
the weight's being divvied up. But every single time, every episode, we're always like, well, do you need me to do this? Or what do you need from me? Like, how can I help? How can I,
Yeah,
like,
can we tweak this? Yeah.
Yeah.
How do we make it easier?
it's such a team job because we don't have anybody outside of us.
Yeah.
Like maybe one of these days, you know, if the deal's right, what comes to the table makes sense, then fuck yeah, I'm down to run it. But until then, we've proven we don't need anybody else.
True.
You know what I mean? We don't. We're good. Again, bro, I'll be quoting my dad. I'm gonna be quoting my pops until the day I go. He used to tell me all the time, would you rather have 4 quarters or 100 pennies? I know it's the same amount, but bro, goddamn, 100 pennies in your pocket?
Yeah.
Watch me walking around with 4 quarters. It's easier.
Yeah.
I picked the 4 quarters, bro.
Yep.
Well, and everybody has their own, their own job that we need to get done. That gets done. Audio, editing, lighting, camera setup. You know what I'm saying? And if you had to do all or one, if I had to do all or one, shit.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be 50 episodes in.
Nah.
You know what I mean?
At each other's throats.
At each other's, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Or somebody's plotting
like,
something.
Man, you ain't carrying your weight. I'm doing this, doing that, and it's like, nah, it's not even like that. That's what's dope about having like a solid team.
Yeah. And I mean, Lambert said it too. Like we were homies before all this. We've been working together and like not even working together. I hate to even use that as like a term. Like we've been homies way before any of this shit. Like way before any of it. So having that like foundation, like I feel allows us to be where we are.
Yeah.
Everybody knows what they bring to the table. Everybody, like, we're always blunt, open, honest. You know what I mean? We've never had any type of reason to, like, butt heads on some crazy shit because if there's ever anything, it's always instantly brought to the table the very motherfucking moment that the shit happens.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's the key to longevity and long-term success because I've always looked at it like I never wanted to be in a band.
Yeah.
Because, goddamn, that's bro.
Right.
Goddamn, not very many bands last.
Yeah.
That was a weird act. Last.
Yeah.
Not very many bands last.
Only the best country.
And only the best country artists last. Like, I feel like it's because little issues will arise and won't get spoken on. This can go for relationships too, not just bands. This just goes for life. If an issue arises and you don't speak on it right away, and you just bury it, and then another issue arises, and then another. What happens is you're gonna get to a fucking breaking point, bro.
Compounding interest.
Compound negative interest.
Negative,
yeah.
Compound interest is good, but when it's
negative
when it's
interest,
negative,
shit.
Nah.
Because then it's gonna be over something nothing, bro. You know what I mean? Say you know what I'm saying. You're in a relationship. Let's take the band conversation out of that because more people can relate to a relationship. You're in a relationship. Man, you've been holding this back from your girl for like 5 years. She's been doing these little things and you haven't spoke on it.
Yeah.
Or the things that you don't agree with, right? One day, she's gonna lose the remote control or change the channel, dog, and you're gonna spaz the fuck out. It's gonna be all that built up negative ROI, dog.
I don't think people like. I mean, they know, but people really don't realize that a lot of fights and arguments and relationships aren't over what you're arguing about.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, they never are.
Yeah,
It's so rare.
it's
It's so rare that you get a clean argument where it's just like, you did this, I'm mad at this. Let's deal with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
it's almost always
it's something that
got
he
something
said.
else spiced into it.
Exactly.
Always.
Yeah.
Whether it's 2 months or two
Right.
fucking years, bro.
Right.
That's why you it's vital to speak your mind right away.
Yeah.
Don't hold that shit back. Even if a lot of people are uncomfortable with confrontation and those type of conversations.
Yeah.
I thrive in that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I'll do this. I'm sure you guys have seen me do it. If an awkward situation presents itself, I'll throw gasoline on the fire. I'm
Yeah.
like, let's see how awkward we can make this motherfucking situation.
Yeah.
I'm the same way with any kind of issues that I have.
Yeah.
I don't got time to be harboring that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Because I'll think on that shit.
Oh,
that
yeah.
shit'll stay in my head and it'll repeat itself over and over and over until it drives me fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Because I've done that before. Times that I should have acted when I didn't, or times that I should have said things when I was quiet. That shit sticks with me,
Yeah,
bro.
bro. And but think about like all that like resentment that you're what's the way I'm trying to even say this, bro? The way anyway, I'm just gonna skip it, bro.
The
your
res-
time. No, take your
I
time.
feel what you're trying to say though.
Say
Like
it.
the resentment that you're holding on to for
It sucks all your energy, bro.
100%.
And then-
Oh,
yeah.
You know what I'm
No
saying? And then it
doubt.
leads
Yeah.
you to like, then you go like drink, and then you're not running marathons, and you're not.
and
You know what I'm saying?
that builds up not just resentment for the person that you should have spoke up on, but shame for yourself because
Right.
you didn't
I never
act.
stick up for myself.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
I ain't trying to feel none of those motherfucking emotions. Hell nah. So it's way easier.
Yeah.
You might not think it is at first, but in the long run,
Yeah.
speak on it.
Just get it out.
Get it
yeah.
out.
Speak your mind.
Yeah.
Say what's on it. Fuck it,
Yeah.
bro. You can't run from confrontation your whole life, dog.
Not at all. And I think there's another added benefit to it where if you're wrong and you call somebody out and start an argument and they totally just like squash all that shit and make you look stupid, it's a good experience for you to understand. It's just like, hey, sometimes I'm on some bullshit.
100%.
And I'm wrong and my bad. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody needs those reps, not just to address an argument and point the finger, but have it pointed back at you and hear the other side of the conversation and the other side of the story, because you might learn something there too. You know what I'm saying? So it's always better to deal with shit up front.
And in a relationship, you have to talk, bro. Like,
Yeah.
there's no way around it. You have
can't
to
be
talk.
can't be
You
scared to
address
cut a
it,
bitch
yeah.
off, man.
I mean, you really can,
Can't do
dog.
It ain't
Can't
nothing
do
that
it.
could that be.
That's the best. Hey, look, I wish I got the advice earlier in my life, but
Yeah.
Well,
be discerning about the people. And if people can't take criticism on any level, some people can't. Those aren't good people to have around.
no.
It's hard to build with someone like that.
Yeah.
It's tough. So.
Well, because you're always going to go back to the same argument.
Yeah, exactly. Because they're not growing.
No, it's always been
So
the
you
same
just
thing.
keep coming back to the same thing. It's like y'all never change.
You're
know what
always
I'm
going to
saying?
go back to the same conversation. You're going to have the same fucking argument because they can't. The only way to like evolve is to be able to accept criticism about yourself.
And be able to accept like failure too, bro. You have to
Oh,
be
yeah.
able to accept that you
all-
fucked up.
yeah.
Brother,
You know what I mean?
That's all a part of it.
Yeah.
If you're not willing to fail or even accept failure, you're never going to be successful in the way that you want to be.
Yeah.
Never.
No doubt. Yep.
And even if you accidentally cross that bridge and you get there, it's not going to be sustainable.
Yeah.
It won't last
Yeah.
because you're not honest with yourself. Yeah, no, I wasn't a failure. No. Like
Yeah.
I didn't fuck up.
It
I
was
didn't
their
lose.
fault.
It was their fault.
The system. It was.
It was
this, that.
always
You're
yeah.
constantly deflecting and you like fucking Neo
You're
in
never,
the Matrix.
Yeah. And you're never actually like gonna change your behavior. You're just calcifying
Yep.
your personality.
You got to notice when you're the common denominator in all these.
In all these
yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
Something's wrong here. All right.
Yeah. My whole life, all this shit has been
Everybody's
wrong.
fucked
Yeah,
up.
everybody been fucking with me.
Against me. It's a conspiracy. I knew I shouldn't have talked about that.
Is it?
The moon cheese. I knew it.
Hey,
I knew I shouldn't have brought up the goddamn firmament. All of the best lessons I've learned in
Yeah.
life have usually come from some sort of loss or failure on my end.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because I accepted it.
Yeah.
I fucked up. Where did I fuck up? How can I fix it?
Yeah.
If I wouldn't have looked at how I fucked up and how I could fix the issue, it never would have got fixed.
Yeah.
Because I
You'd
can't
be making the same
over and
issue
over and over again.
Yeah.
bro. Yeah.
You can't call up, you can't rely on somebody else, dog. You really can't, bro. I mean, you probably there's people in your life, if you're lucky, if you're blessed enough to have a few handful of people that will help you when you're in need.
Yeah.
You shouldn't expect that because your growth, isn't somebody else's responsibility.
Yeah. Not
It's
at all.
on you, dog.
Yeah.
It really is. I can't be fucking up out here and be like, Jay, bro, I did it again, dog.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did it again, Jay.
Yeah.
Because eventually he's gonna be like, motherfucker.
I got no sympathy for you.
I had a homie that we'd keep in contact every now and then he would I'd hit him up and we were talking and bro, what's good, bro? How you doing, bro?
Yeah.
Ooh, nothing good, bro. Nothing
Damn.
good. And I'm just like, and after like third or fourth time, I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna fucking talk to you anymore if everything you're telling me is not good, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and he's doing good now. You know, shout out to the homie, but like it's like, dog, I don't need to be around that shit, bro. Like,
no,
if
People
that's what
don't understand. Yeah, people.
You
don't
have to better. You have to push forward every day to get
Yeah.
out of that
Yeah.
depression or whatever it is. That little feeling, and it's hard,
Yeah.
bro. Life's fucking hard.
Yeah, and it's tricky because you want to talk to somebody and talk it through, but it's like I heard a good piece of advice somewhere recently where someone said, if you tell the same problem to 3 different people, you're no longer asking for advice. Like when you get like a diagnosis or something, you're gonna get a second opinion. You might get a third.
Yep.
But if you get 3 quotes on the same job and you go get 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, now you just like talking about your problems.
Yeah.
You're not actually trying to change anything. Like,
Are you really trying to fix this roof,
yeah,
bro?
exactly. But yeah, exactly. Do you really want to
Yeah.
do this remodel,
Yeah.
or are you just getting quotes out here, dreaming up?
'Cause you wanna
paint
talk about
colors
it.
And shit? Yeah,
I wanna talk about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, are you really gonna rebuild this house or fix this, or are you just trying to like imagine? Oh, I could do this, or I could do this. But oh man, if I did this, and it's like you're not going anywhere.
Nope.
Like. And a lot of people, I think, get into that rut where they tell the same stories. We all know that person that's like telling the exact same stories.
Them
that
Uncle
they
Rico
do.
dudes?
Yeah.
Back in high
exactly,
school, brother.
We could have won state. Yeah. like
Coach would
that
have put
shit.
me in,
like
brother.
That shit.
I should be in the NBA by now, brother.
Yeah.
Them
I
dudes.
coulda, woulda, shoulda, and all that. Like if you go more than 3 times, like I'll get advice from just about anybody, and I'll talk to people about things I'm going through and stuff, but I don't talk so much that's all I talk about. I, get a couple perspectives and find a way and keep it moving.
Yeah.
But it's not about just telling people your story and your sad tale, because that doesn't make people care.
No.
It doesn't make people care, and it makes them, like you said, feel that negativity.
Eventually.
And they're like, bro, I don't want to
Yeah.
talk to you.
Like,
anymore.
and
like
it-
I'm tired of this shit.
And like there was times where I would like chop it up with him,
Right.
this, that, and the other. But
Yeah.
it's like
But they
it-
don't
it's on-
change, and you feel like you wasting your damn time.
It's like,
Ah.
yeah, bro.
It's like,
Yes.
why am I listening to this
It's
shit?
like we've all known that motherfucker, bro. It's like a goddamn stench in the air, bro.
Yeah.
It's like someone forgot to throw the trash in the house. You walk in and it's like, God damn it.
Yeah.
This motherfucker's here again, bro.
Yeah.
Look at this fucker's face. Look at this energy, bro. It's so much energy just to get them back to like a neutral.
Right.
It's not even fucking worth it 9 times out of 10, bro.
Yeah.
And I'll talk to people, brother. I will give advice. I will try and help, bro. I'm there, dog. But I reach a point. Maybe it's because I'm getting older. I'm 38, brother. I don't got time to waste, bro.
Yeah.
If it looks like a duck, quacks like a duck, it's not a fucking dog.
Yeah.
It's a rooster.
It's a fucking rooster roosting.
It's a rooster.
It's a fucking duck, bro.
Yeah.
See, sometimes, them words, I'll reiterate that shit. You gotta cut a bitch off.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
cutoff game
Yeah.
gotta be immaculate.
Yeah.
You're gonna waste your time. They're gonna drag you down. That energy. There comes a point where you gotta realize, hey, shit, this motherfucker is
It's
just
not
caca
gonna
energy.
be there. Yeah.
Poo poo
exactly.
caca negative energy. I don't want it.
Keep them at the distance where you
Yeah.
need them.
You can appreciate people, you can love them, but you
chop
don't
it up
have
at the
to-
barbecue.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Once every
I see
summer.
you when I see
Maybe
you.
because even
Yeah.
then they put the barbecue. They're like fucking snuffleupagus, bro. A bunch of snuffleupaguses. I'm burnt. oh my God, I don't know, man. Today, it's Monday. My shirt was wrinkled and I didn't put gas last night. It's like, bro, fuck, dog.
Yeah.
Then you got Big Bird over here like, well, hey, man, shit. Let me try and help you here, bro. Like, man,
tired of
sometimes
being Big Bird for you bitches.
I'm tired of being Big Bird for you snuffle up against bitches, man. Get your shit together, bro. Because moving into 2024, bro, like, health is motherfucking wealth.
Yes.
I want everybody around me to be the best versions of themselves, bro, at, you know, bare minimum, dog. That should be bare minimum of what we're asking for ourselves to be healthy.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, there's so many people that do not have their health.
Yeah.
And they're living on borrowed time, which a lot of us are, but they can see
the clock ticking.
Yeah. And would give anything to be able to be in the positions that we are right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I know I spoke on it on one of my fucking wild ass cold plunge fucking journeys. My dad, bro, when he blew his fingers off, he said he could see his bones. He said it was like Terminator. Whenever he could see his metal hand, so he could see his bones.
Damn.
So he's in the hospital, right? And you know they obviously have to cut the bones off, and he lost his fingers and shit. It's like these 3 right here, and he's in his bed. He's depressed as fuck. He's like, why? I'm deformed. Like, how am I gonna go on? Like, just fell into like the darkest fucking part of his mind.
Right.
And as he's walking that path, they wheel this dude in that's about the same age as my dad. Just lost both of his legs.
Damn.
My dad said, if that wasn't the biggest universe slap in the fucking face to stop crying like a little bitch, because I might have lost my fingers, but at the end of the day, I'm walking out this motherfucker.
Yeah.
And bro, I gotta say, your pops was always, every time I seen him, he was always in like a fucking funny ass, cheerful mood, cracking jokes, laughing loud as fuck. Like it was, he had that energy, bro.
He did, bro. And like he said, that's
when
why
he came into the room. Like you heard him coming into the room.
You
Like
did.
you hear this guy.
I'm like, this fucking guy.
But you heard him, bro, and you felt that like presence, and it was like it was good, bro. It was a fun fucking dude.
I think that's why
Shout
a
out
lot
to
of
Pops.
I think that's why a lot of people resonated with that footage that I found and put at the end of my success with my pops in the studio. It's crazy, bro. I've never really spoke on this before, bro. When my dad had passed away, we were shooting the My Success video. Like we were halfway through it. We weren't done yet. And my pops passed, and it's crazy because my dad went with me to the pawn shop to find the camera that I needed to take those old the mini DV footage. Because I didn't have, bro, try and find one of those cameras nowadays. They're fucking almost impossible.
We went to one in the closet.
I'm keeping the one I have, dog. Me and my dad went to damn near every pawn shop, bro, and we found one on 4th Street Pawn. And my dad went with me, and I was like, I started going through some of the footage with my dad.
Oh, nice.
I had showed him some of the old stuff, bro. We were at the fucking house in Washington, and like, so it took forever to go through that footage, but my pops had passed like halfway through it, and I'm like, fuck this. I ain't doing this fucking video. There's no fucking way. How the fuck am I gonna do this video? I can't finish it. I'm like in a fucking sleep, bro. I'm out. It's like 3:30 in the morning, and I just wake up, and I remember I'm like, there's footage of my dad in the studio for my birthday, me, him, and Romero, and we're fucking, like, we're recording a new song. My dad's talking about all kinds of life stuff. I'm like, I gotta find it. Where the fuck is this footage?
Fuck yeah.
I woke up 3:30 in the morning. I go straight into the fucking studio in my fucking underwear. It's freezing balls out there. I'm like, fuck it. I stayed in there, and my girl hits me. She's like, John, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, I'm in the studio. I gotta find this footage. It took me, I had so much on there, bro. It's fucking ridiculous. It took me probably 2 straight days, and I found it.
Nice.
I watched it, and I fucking broke down for one. But after I found that footage, I knew I have to finish this video.
Yeah.
Not only do I want to finish this video, I have to fucking finish it. And that's why that end scene, for anybody that hasn't seen it, go watch the My Success video. My dad, I asked him, I'm like, what have you learned in it was my dad's birthday.
Oh shit, okay.
I told him, what have you learned in your years of existence? You know what I'm saying? And he starts talking about 70-30, right? And he says, it's 70% fucking misery. That 70%, it's misery, and 30% happiness. you got to hold on to that 30% because that other 70% is going to take you for a fucking ride.
Yeah.
Bro, even to this day, when I remember him saying it, and I think that's why it woke me up, bro. I needed that advice again.
Yeah.
I needed it because I could hear my dad in my voice. Get the fuck up, John. Stop laying on the floor like a little bitch. I'm gone, but you're not. Get the fuck up. That's why I think I started taking my health and everything else way more serious. Because I feel it's my obligation to be as strong as I possibly can while I'm here.
Nice. Nice.
And as healthy as I can while I'm here.
Are you doing anything new health-wise this year?
I was just about to, I was going to ask you guys.
I am. Okay. I'm definitely dialing into my nutrition.
Nice. Nice.
I'm not bad at it, but I don't focus as much on it as I should, right? So I'm starting to dial in my macronutrients so I know exactly what my intake is, right? Of, the fats and carbs and all the proteins and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to build a certain hybrid physique of my body to be able to be weight training and endurance athlete without shrinking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't want to be because
endurance dudes are thin.
Yeah, you end up losing. And I'm glad I did because for the Duke City Marathon, if I hadn't lost some of that weight, it would have been harder, and I wouldn't have been able to be as fast.
Right.
But
So for people that don't know, Johnny's trying to do another marathon because
Johnny runs
he doesn't want to see me on the
marathons.
court.
Hey.
He doesn't want to see me on the court.
hey, for those of y'all who watched the last episode of the vlog, I was on the court. Jay was nowhere to be found.
I was at work actually.
Hey.
That's funny. I was actually gonna respond, but
I'm gonna leave it. We're gonna talk about it on the pod, bro. That's a pod conversation.
No, but that's dope. So nutrition
And I'm with weight training and with endurance, it's all progressive overload.
Right.
That's life.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to look for metaphors and everything, it's there, dog.
Yeah.
You can't just jump into the gym and expect you're gonna fucking bench 225.
Right.
You're gonna fucking tear your rotator cuff, my dude. You have to slowly get better over time. Put 5 pounds on there. 5 turns of 10. 10 turns of 15. Slow, dog. People expect life, this whole experience, to be a sprint.
Yeah.
And it's not.
or to take like giant steps. You
Yeah.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's like no,
Yeah.
you have to take 10 small steps before you even get to
Yes.
that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because again, if you accidentally, it's possible. Someone could put fucking rocket fuel in your fucking jetpack and you can fucking skip all kinds of steps on accident.
Right. But can
It's
you sustain
not
it?
sustainable.
Yeah.
You're gonna break.
Yeah.
Because you didn't build
The foundation.
to get there.
Yeah.
There's cracks in that shit. You gotta double back
Yeah.
and fix it, and then you're gonna waste time.
Yeah. Exactly.
What about you guys? I know we're all kind of on this kick because realistically, dog, we ain't getting no younger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm doing something a little. I used to fast like twice a year. I'm fasting now. I fast at least at the beginning of the year to start, and I try to do like either bisect the year or 4 times a year and try to fast for like 7 to 10 days. This time I'm at day 22 today.
Damn, really?
Water fasting.
I was just about to ask you
Yeah.
how you doing it.
Just water.
Just water.
Yeah, water fasting. I'm at day 22 today. I might go to 40. I don't know how many days I'm gonna do.
What
But,
do you notice? What's the first thing that jumps? Because I've done it, but that's a
Fasting,
lot.
yeah,
That's a lot.
Yeah, fasting is great for a lot of things. It resets your digestive system like considerably. It resets your lymph system.
So you got swollen lymph nodes and all that
lymph
stuff.
nodes. If you have inflation or inflammation. Excuse me, everybody got
Yeah,
inflation.
we all got inflation.
Everybody got
It's
inflation.
2024, dog.
If
Shit.
you got inflammation, like I was an athlete back in the day, so I played sports and stuff. So I rolled ankles, got like my knee pops, and my hips crack and stuff like that. All that stuff, like that inflammation, is what causes that. Like that shit just goes down. The swelling in your feet, like all that shit, like goes down, and it gives your body like a chance to reset. And you don't realize like how much energy you lose or utilize just in digestion and your body dealing with the shit that you eat. Like I haven't mastered my plate yet. I haven't figured out exactly what I can eat, how I can eat, and made a way where it's like it tastes good, I like it, it's always available, I'm happy with it. So I still like junk food. I still like pizza and beer is my favorite. I love, making spaghetti. Like, I love cooking. Like, that's, I love food like that.
You can't completely cut out what you love,
and
bro.
I don't want to. So
it's in moderation.
So that's why I like to fast, because now in this year, what I want to do is I want to fast maybe a week every month, and then a day every week. And then outside of that, if I stay in that state, my stomach just won't be able to handle like some of the heavier meals that I used to like throw at myself. So it'll keep me more regulated. So I really want to master just the discipline of portion control, not eating too much and not eating too often. And that for me is like this year, that's like what I really want to get into. And as I continue to like slim down and lose weight over time, start incorporating like the athletics again and the sports again. Cause I've been playing golf and walking. Like I haven't been hooping. I used to hoop. So it was easy to.
So did
like,
Jay.
Yeah.
That's why I broke his ankles.
both of my ankle. If I recall,
you should fast for those ankles. If you fast those ankles.
Somebody else actually did break an ankle or sprain one.
That's he said, she said, bro. Ain't no evidence.
So
that's funny.
So yeah, that's what I'm doing this year. Yeah, working on that. Yeah, and I'm already into it.
We gotta hear Jason's. I know he ain't on the
What about
court.
you?
I know he ain't on the court.
Yeah.
I'm doing like workouts in the morning, but I've really been trying to get on my piano scales and learning the piano like the real,
like for real,
like for real.
Nice.
Like I know enough to get by, but like I want to be able to just be like, oh shit, what do you guys in E minor, and be able to just pick it up
And jam.
Got you. You know what I'm saying? So,
Got you.
And that just I feel limited, kind of
Got you.
when I create music. Like right now, I'm like, all right, I should be able to do more. So I'm pushing myself to do more, to learn that, and
Got you.
do and get, because as a producer, you sit in front of the fucking computer for like 4 hours a day.
Right. With your posture, your eyes, all of it.
So it's like I'm trying to create like a routine where I do step out and I go either take the dogs on a walk right behind the crib. There's a little river or whatever. So yeah, man, I'm trying to be healthy.
I like that.
Are you still hiking?
Yeah, it's been a little minute,
yeah.
but
Okay.
Yeah, it's.
I like that you brought up you learning the piano, because I think the most overlooked part of health is mental health.
Yeah.
That is a big aspect of it, bro, because it's something you love to do that you want to get better at. That affects you physically. It all starts there, bro.
Yeah. And it trains your brain too, because you're learning the scales with your left hand, and you're trying to get the fingering, and then you want to be able to do them both at the same time. So you're using both sides of your brain, because the right controls the left and vice versa. So now you're training your brain to send the signal, so they're both doing the exact same thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Look, you're good at piano, bro. You're good at it. So he knows.
Yeah, trained.
Yeah.
Did
Professionally
that for a long
trained.
time.
Beethoven.
You know what I'm saying.
You know what I'm
No.
saying?
Yeah. So, but yeah, dog.
But I mean, that's a big part of it. It's not just physical. It's got to be pieces of all of it, bro.
Right.
And it really does. They always say, your stomach's your first brain, bro. So what you're eating is gonna affect you mentally. How you feel mentally is gonna affect you physically, and round and round and round we go.
Another thing that I am doing, I was talking to him a little bit in the session we had the other day. Is like financially, I'm trying to like better my spending, spending habits. Where it's like I don't really need to be spending this money. I should be saving it and investing it. You know what I mean? And so now I've been listening, listening to that other podcast.
Yeah,
bro,
I heard.
But it's got me. It's got me
Mm-hmm.
thinking differently. Like for real. Like it's got me. I still spend money on drinks and shit here and there, but I'm not just buying random shit anymore.
Right.
I'm like, all right, well, shit. Does that company have like stock? Can I buy a stock?
Can you
know what I'm
invest
saying?
in it? Yeah.
You just gotta reinvest, bro.
Yeah.
That's the name of the game. Like,
I gotta diversify my bonds.
you know what I'm saying? I learned that shit when I was selling dope. I learned that shit quick. I'm like, I'm not gonna spend all this money, because if I save all this money, instead of getting 1 ounce, I can get 2. Oh shit, it's cheaper to get 4 than it is to get 2. Wait a minute, a P is more.
Yeah, bro.
Boom,
you
boom.
learn.
Now listen, I'm not saying that's how the fuck you should go and learn business. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying from my perspective, this is how I got the motherfucking game. When I got older and became a legitimate businessman, I realized it's the same exact game.
Yeah.
Spend what you have.
Yeah.
make your money back with some profit. Take that profit, reinvest it to get what you made the profit off of for cheaper.
Yeah.
Save again. You keep flipping, bro. You keep flipping the motherfucking. You do not fuck up the re-up, dog.
Yeah.
Do not lose the re-up. You make the re-up bigger so your fucking product is cheaper, bro. An example of me taking the dope fucking selling fucking method to now me being a legitimate business owner. The clothing brands. Bro, the more hoodies, the more shirts, the more hats I buy, the cheaper it is. The more money I make. You have to start somewhere though. I'm not rich. I'm not fucking rich, dog. Whatever you want to believe or not, motherfucker, I am not rich. Just because you got viral videos and some brand deals and some endorsement deals, that does not mean that you're balling out of control. It just doesn't work that way.
Don't lie to the people.
You know what I'm saying? So for all the youngsters that are coming up and they see all these fucking SK influencers out here looking like they're really living a crazy ass life. A lot of these motherfuckers are out here renting mansions. They're out here faking it.
Fuselage
Yes.
to look like they're sitting on an airplane.
They're using credit.
Yes, they're using credit
using
to make it
credit.
look like a certain way that it is. The realistic point of it is you got to hustle. You got to grind. Again, this is the second time it's come up. You can get lucky. It's not sustainable.
Yeah.
Most of these motherfuckers ain't out here balling like you think they are. So you have to start somewhere. You have to get the investment. You have to invest in the product. You have to make sure the product is correct. You have to flip the product. You have to keep flipping the product so you get enough money to invest it and make the product so cheap that you're actually making money.
And there's habits you learn as you go through that. Like again, what do you need to spend money on? What don't you need to spend money on?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So
And it's crazy because I've been in this rotation for so long that when I end up spending a little money on something I knew damn well I shouldn't spend no money on, I'm like, bro, what the fuck you doing?
yeah.
Why the fuck you just dropped 300?
Bro, New Year's,
Oh yeah, when you weren't lit,
bruh. When
I walk up to
wasn't-
JJ's all. I ain't even fucking getting education on this month. I'm like, what the fuck? You talking about? He wasn't that lit. I'm just kidding.
Nah. But no, man. But that night kind of put things, really in perspective. Is because I spent a lot of money on drinks, bro. Like I bought a couple people drinks and shit. But like that got me thinking. I'm like, damn, what the fuck am I doing, bro?
Yeah.
So like that was me. I noticed that's a habit that I have. So like I'm learning because, bro, we ain't rich, dog. I definitely ain't rich. You know what I'm saying?
Speak
so
for
it's
yourselves.
Then words like I'm sitting on a milli.
Yeah.
Bruh, you already gave me fucking getting flack for saying that the earth is flat. I think I'm a rich flat earth.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
They're gonna come for me.
That's funny, bro.
Yeah, bro. Health is wealth. That's what I'm trying to take into 2024. Physical, mental. It's important. I want to, plant as many of those seeds as I can.
Yeah.
Because I say this, I don't need to live forever, dog. I really don't. But I do want to be as healthy and as strong and the best version of myself as long as I am here.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be a burden on my family.
Yeah.
I say, if I don't know who I am anymore and I'm shitting myself, it's probably time to go, dog.
Let you go.
All right.
He gave the
I'm
advance
just
directive.
saying.
He gave the advance directive, y'all.
It's probably time to see what that other side's all
The next-
about.
the next
Take
dog.
him to the big farm.
You know what I'm saying? with my dog Bart, bro.
Yeah, bro.
My grandpa used to always tell me, Mijo, we got to take Bart to the sheep camp.
The sheep camp.
You know how
what
many
it
of my
is.
dogs are at sheep camp?
I know.
All of them are there.
All of
puppers.
them. They
All of them.
They all
Sheep-
ran away, Johnny.
Sheep. They all ran. No, they all got taken to sheep camp. Hey, so I know we've been kind of talking about bringing in a little bit of a different segment into this situation, bro.
Oh,
And
yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
episode 50 is the perfect time.
Let's do it.
To introduce the pobrecito
Yes.
of the day. The pobrecito of the day. So I was looking through it. I didn't know exactly how we do it, so we're gonna try this out the gate, right? So the pobrecito of the day is gonna go to the underwear stealing burglar that rearranged the stalking victim's home during the heist.
Oh my God.
All right, dog. So this happened in Idaho, right? All right. An armed and dangerous transient thief has been breaking into the homes of the women he was stalking, and even took the time to rearrange one of his victims' furniture. Idaho police said Jacob Smart, okay, what? This motherfucker obviously isn't smart, so he needs to change his last name. Jacob Smart is the wrong name for this fucking dude. Jacob Smart, 38, was named Thursday as the man they had been hunting over the last several months for carrying out a string of burglaries in Boise. The looter was caught on multiple surveillance videos nonchalantly walking into his victim's properties, one time feeling comfortable enough to pet the owner's dog as it followed him around the yard.
Dumb.
He also forced his way inside on several occasions by kicking down the doors, the video shows. Once inside the victims' homes, Smart allegedly nabbed their underwear, debit and credit cards, weapons, and more. In at least one instance, Smart did some redecorating, according to the cops. In one burglary, fucking wild. In one burglary, the suspect moved personal items around in the home, the Boise police said. In another burglary, the suspect entered the home while the victims were asleep, stole house keys, and was then seen on surveillance video later attempting to re-enter the house, but the victims had already changed the locks.
Damn.
Smart is accused of carrying out 5 burglaries in Boise between August and October 2023. May have continued his heists beyond state lines. Multiple stolen goods, including several from Boise victims, were recently recovered when he was picked up in Oregon, but Smart fled while the cops were attempting to place him under arrest. Smart is still on the lam and is aware of the $500,000 nationwide extraditable warrant that has been put on
Wait,
him.
so they haven't found him yet? They just got what?
No, he's
So
considered armed and dangerous, police said. Smart is described as being 5'11" inches tall and weighing 200 pounds with brown eyes and brown hair. Law enforcement believes he traveled recently through the Pacific Northwest, so he's still on the run.
Oh my God, that guy's still out there.
Pobrecito,
Shit.
bro.
Pobrecito.
What
They're
the
looking
fuck?
for you, bro.
Okay, that's
Pobrecito,
that's
bro.
bonkers. Bonkers. You're gonna break into somebody's pad, steal their shit, rearrange their house, come back, take the keys. Homie's just asking to get caught.
Yeah. What is?
That's
Who
fucking
breaks into somebody's house and like starts folding laundry? And
Someone
moving
that's-
furniture around, like just vacuuming and shit. Like
Someone that's a
why-
few
you
Excedrin
weirdo.
tablets less than a full medicine cabinet, N words. That's crazy, bro.
is crazy, dog.
You know, again, not saying we did any B&Es,
No.
Len words.
We never lived that dirtbag life.
We did not live the dirtbag life.
I mean, maybe a little
But
back in the day.
in an alternate universe
Yes.
of us doing B&Es, I never thought to myself,
He's doing housekeeping, dog.
he's doing housekeeping.
bro.
That's what I was
Hey,
thinking. I was like, yo, he must really like these people. But then it's like,
Well, imagine being like, babe, and it's always that, bro. Every time that I lose something, my chick's always the one that moved it, right? So I'm always like, why did you? I had it in the place that I put it, and now it's missing.
He's ruining
And
families
she's like,
out here.
listen, I didn't move
He's
it.
ruining families.
Divorce rates
Right.
skyrocketed because of the Boise.
My toothbrush ain't right.
My toothbrush was here, and now it's in the kids' bathroom. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I put my keys right here. What are you doing with my keys?
Hey,
Like,
is someone trying to come inside?
Yeah.
Sounds like someone's at the door.
Bro,
That actually made me think
that's
of.
creepy as shit.
that is creepy as
Yeah.
shit.
That made me think of this fucking Netflix documentary that I just finished. Watching. Hold on, let me see the name of it real quick. It's a true crime one. Yes,
You watch true crime,
bro. Sometimes,
You a
dog.
basic
Some
bitch.
you a basic bitch. Listen, I get my caramel macchiato from Starbucks, and sometimes, land words, you gotta watch a motherfucking
Right.
true crime
Sit up
documentary.
and watch Dateline for a
Not
few days.
Dateline. Fuck all that. I'm trying to see what the fuck was the name of it,
what's-
bro.
You guys ever noticed how like the females always listen to that shit, like all the
That's
murder
what it's
mysteries?
for.
Like,
Yeah, that's what it's,
like
for.
no matter who you're talking to, I'm like, what are you listening to in the back?
Yeah.
Oh, the murder mystery. Da, 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 da. It's
Bro,
like talking about
they
gruesome
love that
murders.
shit,
and shit.
dog.
I'm
It's
trying
so
to find
weird.
the name of it,
That's
dog.
fucking-
So
yeah,
weird.
that's crazy.
I think it's because women have they have the power to give life, so they don't give a fuck about it.
Yeah.
Or they want to
on a
take it, they
certain
want to
level.
learn, or
yeah,
they want to
wanna
learn how
know.
to take
Yeah,
it.
well, they want to learn. Like that shit fascinates them because they're like they give life. So the other side of it is just like this natural curiosity to be like, people out here killing. Ooh, how many people
American
did they kill?
Nightmare. That's the name of it.
American Nightmare.
You turn something like that on.
Listen,
of course, never mind.
Bro, who the fuck
course
am I
you
talking
did,
to?
yeah.
American Nightmare. The trailer caught me. I usually very rarely will watch these fucking true crime documentaries.
Okay.
But the trailer got me. Netflix hooked me. So it's the reason that this fucking weirdo made me think of it is because I guess back in like Cali a few years back,
Yeah.
there was this kidnapping, right? So the boyfriend and girlfriend, they have a little bit of an argument. They go to sleep, right? And the dude, Esque, woken to a guy dressed in like a swimsuit, right? makes them wear fucking swimming goggles so they can't see anything.
Okay.
Right? He drugs them with NyQuil. Right? Makes them drink the NyQuil. Homie passes out. The boyfriend goes to see, tells him, listen, if you call the cops, I'm gonna fucking kill her. He kidnaps her. You call the cops, I'm gonna kill her. He set up like this fake little camera. He's like, if you cross this line, you have to be in this little area right here. I'm gonna call your phone. If you don't have the ransom money, then I'm gonna kill her. And if you call the cops, I'm gonna kill her. He tells her, right? So he wakes up all fucking discombobulated. She's fucking taken, bro. He's like, I gotta do something. I gotta do something. Fuck this. I gotta call the cops. So he calls the cops. They bring him in. Instantly, the cops think that it's him. Because, you know, usually it's the fucking boyfriend, right? And then he's telling the cops, this story sounds fucking bonkers. And he's like, yeah, he came in, he was in a swimsuit, and he was wearing goggles, and he put a bright light in my face, and drugged us with NyQuil, and kidnapped my chick, my girl. And the cops are like, you know what I think happened? I think you did something, and you got rid of the body, and you need to tell me where she's at, right? So this kidnapping shit goes out, and everybody's like, oh, man, you know, we're looking for her. They're looking for the body. They're looking for what happened, and the police still don't believe this dude, bro, right? About 2 days after she's kidnapped, she shows back up at her dad's house, right? And everybody's like, this is a hoax. These motherfuckers are exhausting all of our resources. What the fuck? And the cops start going on a fucking like, tirade against them, right? So she was kidnapped. This dude took her, right? Kept her in the goggles and fucking sexually assaulted her twice while she was gone, bro. Then let her go. Took her back because it was all over the news, and he was like, yeah, you know, this wasn't meant for you, and this is getting out of hand, and he's like, and he let her go, bro. So nobody believed it. Nobody believed it. The cops are like, what? Get the fuck out of here. So they issued all this crazy shit in the media about her, that they were liars. The dude that kidnapped her sends an email to the cops saying that if they don't retract their statement and issue an apology, because he really did kidnap her and everything she was saying was true, that he was going to do it again.
Holy shit.
They don't retract
That's
the
an ultimatum for
Bro,
your
what
ass,
the
dog.
fuck,
Like,
right?
you just
Crazy. So fast forward. They don't retract it. They don't apologize.
They never would.
He goes
Never would.
and he tries to attempt it again.
Oh, shit.
He leaves his phone at the victim's house. The dad fights him off. He doesn't get away with it, and he drops his phone. They call the phone. His mom's like, oh, yeah, that's my son. He's staying at our cabin over here. Boop-de-boop, boop, boop. Gives the name and everything. they track this dude down. Yeah, they track this dude down. He's at the cabin where he took her. But then they run his name through the system, and he had been, you know, peeping Tom charges.
Damn.
And then she's the cop that like discovered this dude. She starts like running his name like through things in the database around where he was at. And this dude had attempted that a few times. He went in, and the women said that he was in all black, covered their face,
Scuba suit or some shit.
tried to drug them with NyQuil. All of it matched
Exact
up.
same story.
But you know, one of them had told him right when he was about to, you know, fucking do his nasty ass business, told him that she had been sexually assaulted before. So he stops and he's like, I'm not gonna make your life worse. You need to get yourself a dog because this was way too easy for me to do this. Damn. And then leaves.
No shit.
What the fuck?
Doesn't fucking sexually assault her and dips. He does this like 3 times, bro, until he finally actually, you know, seals the deal and ends up fucking doing what he was setting out to do, bro. But what's crazy, the craziest part of this whole shit is nobody believed her or him, bro. Like, everybody thought that she was fucking lying,
so jaded,
bro.
Man.
So fucking jaded. It made me think of the conversations that we've had before. We've talked about this. When someone says something that monstrous, that atrocious happens to them, we should like not think, but what if they're lying? Yeah. That shouldn't be the first place that we go to. And it's fucked up that as a society, a lot of us go that place first.
Yeah.
But with the cops, they just wanted to fucking make their job easier. Yeah. Because that story sounded fucking outrageous.
It does. It does.
So a lot of these cops out here, instead of doing their fucking job and believing the victim, they'll turn the victims into the perpetrators.
Yeah. Okay, but in the defense of the cops,
they need defense.
What's the chance that like that's actually happening versus how many times do some domestic shit go sideways.
True.
It's weird.
But once
You know
all
what I
these
mean?
pieces started coming out, they still didn't give a shit.
And they should retract it.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, they shouldn't like keep those accusations out there. That's wrong.
That
But
dude is a fucking psychopath,
That's what we're
bro.
doing, dog.
That's like the weirdest fucking criminal crime spree
So
I've ever heard
so they
of.
caught the dude, right?
Yeah, and he
they caught
admitted to
that
all
guy.
of it.
They didn't catch that guy.
No, this dude's still out here on the run.
Right.
So Jay, if you go to your pad and it's rearranged and your keys
Right.
are missing, this
Right.
motherfucker's in town.
Like, who lit that incense?
Yeah, I know I didn't
Like
move.
I don't even have incense.
Right.
That's how I know something's fucked up.
Yeah.
I know I didn't move my keyboard over there.
Right?
I didn't do that shit. Who moved the light?
You playing my drums?
Walk in and be
there
like,
you
damn,
go.
the house so clean. Who vacuumed?
You
Yeah,
played my
right.
drums, didn't you?
Someone took the dog on a walk.
Yeah, right.
What a fucking weirdo, bro. What? Oh, that is.
That's
this is-
crazy.
Took your bank card, but then was like, well, let me just clean up
He
this.
deposited some money
Yeah.
in it. He's
Bro,
like,
could you imagine?
You only had $50. Here you go.
yeah.
I seen on your podcast you trying to like diversify. I made you a couple of investments,
Right.
vacuumed your house.
Right.
I'm out this bitch.
Track that for a few weeks. You'll see.
Yeah.
You'll
He's
see
like
the returns.
kind of like Robin Hood.
Right.
If he was a maid,
Right.
if he worked for a maid service.
That's hilarious, bro.
So I think we need to get in a little bit of new music here.
Okay.
A little bit of new music here.
Okay.
A bunch of stuff dropped this week.
Yeah.
We got the Lyrical Lemonade.
Okay.
That shit was fire, bro. The standout track to me, we already know I'm going to talk about it. And I low-key recorded a reaction video that I may or may not release.
Okay.
M dropped Doomsday 2. Dom sent it to me. I didn't have a chance. I'm usually the one him sending him music. He was sitting there, bro, on Apple Music. I'm going to send it to Dad first. I want to listen to it before him.
I just left the house and I was like, oh, look, I need something to listen to on the way home.
And there it was. And
there-
he sent it to me.
right there.
Before I listened to it, I'm like, oh, shit, I'm in the
knew you were
studio. Camera's on. Fuck it. Let's try this whole reaction situation. So I might release it. I might not release it. But anyways, M, the one thing I did not expect in 2024 was another Benzino diss, dog. Kind of here for it, bro.
Yeah. Really?
Oh, yeah, bro. I'm kind of here for it.
You're not tired of Eminem punching up on Benzino?
I'm punching down.
Yeah, I
Punching
thought
down.
He's punching down.
so. Way down.
I mean-
Way down.
M's been punching down since he entered the game, bro. He's in a way kind of like a comedian. No one's off limits.
Yeah.
Everybody can get it.
Yeah.
Everybody get the smoke.
Yeah.
It really pissed off Benzino's daughter though. She went
Did
on
it?
a little tight. Well, because he says he's all that Coy Leray feats in the toilet, eh? He didn't diss her.
Yeah.
He dissed her dad, who's really become a really easy
Coyle Ray
target.
is his daughter?
Oh yeah, you didn't know that?
I didn't care.
I didn't. No, I mean, there's that also.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You might not know
not
things
curious.
because you don't care.
Yeah.
I remember.
There's a lot of things I don't know because I don't care.
M, back when he first dissed Benzino, what did he say? Trying to put your daughter out there to eat off of her or some shit. Do you remember that?
Yeah, that was way back.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Really?
saying. Is
Oh,
but
so
I didn't know it
so
was.
she. Oh, okay. So he
she
was
must
like
have been in-
stage mom
No.
for her.
Yeah, no, she's only been popping for a few years, bro.
No, well,
Yeah,
yeah,
but
I'm
he's
sure,
been-
but I'm
he's
sure
probably
she
been
didn't just
pushing her
start
for-
doing music. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
I mean, kind of.
Really?
Coy Leray just kind of came out of nowhere, huh?
well, no,
dog?
but Eminem says, but that's what he says. He goes back in the day. Maybe he was talking about another kid that he had, but he was like, "You're putting your
But he was
daughter
trying
out,
to
trying to
promote his
eat, trying to
daughter.
make
Yeah.
money off of her because you're not popping anymore."
You know what's funny about the beef is it started so long ago that M was making grandpa references, and now M's in the grandpa category, right?
Oh, that's right.
Remember he told you, no one wants to hear their grandfather rap. You know what I mean? That was
Yeah.
the first like disses. So, but now, M's like, fuck it, I'm the old guy. You ain't
Yeah.
getting rid of me,
You
motherfucker.
gonna hear me?
Hey, there's something to be said about consistently not fucking with the motherfucker. if you fuck with Marshall or 50, that shit's like a for life commitment.
Yeah. You signed up.
I've never really seen them squash beef with anybody.
No.
Yeah.
And they'll just randomly get shots out of nowhere. Like I said, 2024,
It's still funny.
I didn't expect the Benzino's not a giraffe bar out of nowhere. He fucking hit me out of nowhere, dog. But he came with it wasn't just the diss. He's still fucking razor sharp, bro.
Yeah.
His motherfucking lyrical sword is still sharp.
Yeah.
I think though, moving off of that, because I may post the fucking reaction video, you get what I really think about it. I think the best song on that project was the Jack Harlow record.
Oh.
I'm saying, bro.
I actually haven't even heard it. I'm
Hey,
gonna listen to it
bro.
on the way out here.
All right.
That little porcelain motherfucker's got bars, bro.
Okay.
That fool, he's the color of milk. He can spit though, bro. He really can, bro. I know a lot of people think he's an industry plant, and listen, I'm not, privy to that information fully, but he's got some bars, bro. What's that new record of his? It's Dom's favorite.
Bro, you like that more than me.
Yeah, that shit is dope. That's
What does he say?
dope.
What does he say? He's I'm vanilla baby. I'm a killer baby or some shit like that. That shit.
Oh,
Bro.
Okay, I think I've heard.
Dom
that.
hates that song. I know why Dom don't like that song so much.
I fuck with Jack Harlow.
Yeah.
I don't know about that one.
I don't know
No,
about
really?
that one.
Okay.
But I think that was the best song on the project.
Okay.
And obviously the Juice WRLD and Corday record is fire. Cole Bennett, what he's been able to do with his whole movement, and I feel like he was a really fundamental foundational piece of this whole new era of artists, the Juice WRLDs and all the the Yachties and all these artists. He was their Hype Williams kind of.
Okay.
You know how Hype shot all the big
Shot all
dope
the
ass
dope
videos, and he was connected to all the artists like that. Cole pretty much did the same thing,
Right.
and in his own way, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, because his shit's super creative.
Yeah,
I love his videos.
For real.
Yeah.
He's fucking dope, man. He's built everything step by step. It's been really dope to see. And how long they been teasing this collabo project? For years, huh, Dom?
Yeah, probably 2 years.
Yeah, it's been a while, and it didn't disappoint. I actually think, and a lot of people probably gonna fucking get at me for it, but I think I liked it better than Kevin Gates' new project he dropped. Is that lighter, Jay?
Yeah.
I fuck with Gates, bro.
Okay.
I really do. But man, sometimes some of them songs be making me feel a little uncomfortable, bruh. Just a tad.
He's very honest.
Yeah,
He seems like
that's a good way to
as
put
honest
it.
as
That's a
honest
good way
as he
to
could
put it.
possibly be.
His interview with Gilly had me fucking crying laughing.
Walt Gilly was he was dying during the half that interview,
Was
bro.
fucking hilarious. Did you see it, Lenwords?
Nah, I haven't
His
seen
interview.
it.
So he was on $1 Million Worth of Game doing his promo run for
Yeah.
his new project, which I fucked with. Don't get it twisted. I'm just saying
Yeah,
I didn't
Kevin
fuck with
Gates
it,
is dope.
but I think I did like the Lyrical Lemonade album a little more.
Gotcha.
I've only listened to both of them once, so I got to live with it a little more. But Kevin, he goes on $1 Million Worth of Game, and he's talking about being healthy and when he knew he needed to lose weight and shit. And he said he was doing a video, right? He was doing a video shoot, and he had his shirt off,
Yeah.
and he was holding a baby. And he's like, and the baby tried to suck my titty. He's and I felt embarrassed because I'm a gangster, so I'm looking around and everybody's trying not to laugh at me, so they're laughing quiet. And I'm like, man, get this fucking baby away from me. And that's when everybody started laughing. So he's like, I knew I had to lose weight because the baby was trying to suck my titty.
Yeah, dog. But I mean, shit, look, bro, that motherfucker, he's in it now.
Yeah.
That dude's fucking doing his thing, bro.
Whatever it takes, whatever sparks the
Right.
damn man, I've let
I
myself
gotta
go.
do something, yeah.
Go
Gotta change.
handle it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's so much you can do now.
I'm gonna have to check out his album, dog. I'm a Kevin Gates fan. for
It's
sure.
dope. It's dope. I mean, Gates has been consistent, bro. I fuck with Gates. Gates is the shit, bro. He just has a couple records on almost every album where I'm like, ooh, man. Like the one before, it's probably the most uncomfortable song I've ever heard in my life.
Which one?
When he talks about smashing his chick with his homie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've not heard that one.
It's a scale. Unless that's your vibe.
Yeah.
Unless that's how you're rocking. That could be your anthem, probably. Maybe there's a small facet of people bro, finally a record for us.
Yes.
They
For me and my
finally
chick
made a
and the
re-
homie.
And the homie. Throw on that new Gates while I'm clapping them cheeks.
Yikes, bro.
His interviews are fucking hilarious. You never know where they're gonna go, bro.
Yeah.
Never. When he talks about semen retention, I'm like, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, they talk about that on there too. He's like 5 years in or some shit. He said.
He tries to say that he hasn't bust in 5 years.
How's that?
Oh, what
even
he says,
possible?
he says you can still have wet dreams and shit, and it happens, right? And if you do end up doing it,
Yeah.
you can't, feel bad about yourself.
He's a fucking sorcerer if he can still be hitting.
He
and
claims that
never-
he's hitting, making sure his partner
Is-
reaches their
yeah.
climax, and then he's done.
Yeah.
And he just dips.
I mean, that's happened before, but
Yeah, but intentionally?
Like for 5 years?
Nah, that's crazy,
Why?
dog. He
What
claims,
are you building?
he claims that it makes you a better person. It makes you healthier. It makes your skin glow, and you ain't releasing. You're holding on to it. You're taking control of your essence.
And there is something chemical to what he's saying, and you know that sort of stuff. Like there are some religions that believe in that shit, like the real like the Hasidic Jews and stuff like that. When you get like deeper into their like religion, like every time you ejaculate. Matter of fact, I just saw like a documentary on like Prime or something. I forgot what it was called. It was something about like sperm or semen or something weird like that.
You're clowning on me for watching that fucking American Nightmare, and you clicked on the semen fucking documentary.
Hey, listen. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. They seem to know something.
Hey.
That's all I'm gonna say. They got some secrets, and I'm trying to know what they know. So that's what I'm saying. It's like some people like actually live by that, but they say that actually like every time you bust a nut, it's murder. Like that's what their religion believes because of all the
children that are in it
sperm that are dying.
So you're committing mass
That's
genocide.
what they basically like. That's how they believe. And I was like,
That's
I heard that, and I was like, how do you do that?
Then we're all going to hell.
Yeah. Basically, it's
we're
like,
all killers.
We're all sinners.
All sin. Some of us even worse.
Yeah.
I look at them like, you a serial killer, bro.
They believe it creates demons and all this shit. And I was like,
by ejaculating,
by killing the unborn.
Oh, so like ejaculating and not reaching the like
it not being for the purpose of
creating life.
Creating life, correct.
That sounds like another form of trying to control a motherfucker to me.
Doesn't it?
It really
it's
does.
religion.
It's religion. Yeah,
it's still religion.
I want to know this.
Mind you.
There is some science probably on both ends here.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
There's got to be. Because when obviously you don't ejaculate, you're going to have increased testosterone, increased all of these fucking things that you need in your body to function as a man, right? But there's probably a flip side conversation to where you do have to get rid of that shit.
Yeah.
To be fully functioning and healthy adult in your body.
Yeah.
I'm assuming, I'm not a fucking doctor or scientist, but there's probably
the body naturally releases fluids. I mean,
yeah.
I'm not
I
saying
guess
that.
that's what he
I'm
said.
not saying that's like natural. You know,
Yeah.
maybe when you have like the wet dream or whatever, that's somewhat natural. Your body maybe has to release that.
That's a good argument, babe. I wasn't cheating. My body just naturally released some fluids.
I had to.
Her face was there. Look at that.
Damn, my body just naturally releasing fluids. What do you expect from me? It's science. It's science. Kevin Gates said it. Last $1 million worth of game.
Sorry, bro.
Jay's in the sex cult.
Jason, that's why he doesn't believe in marriage.
Right. Exactly. He's like, I don't need it. I've already
I
hypnotized
don't need it. Body releases fluids anyways.
So no, I could see that though. I could see that.
I don't know, man.
5 years is outlandish though.
That's
you might not live 5 years.
That's Cat Williams reading 3,000 books.
Yeah,
that's what that is
was
to
when
me.
the math really
like,
wasn't mathing to me. I was like 3,000. How you doing it? Okay.
356 days.
bro.
Like
Children. If you,
maybe that's what it was. Maybe it was like Dr.
Because he
Seuss
was
shit.
young.
just Berenstain Bears.
He said he
over
did
and
it when
over
he was
again.
like when he was like 13. He was reading.
Yeah,
books.
but he also said
Bernstein?
it was all nonfiction though. That's what I'm saying. Like unless you're reading like white papers, and even if you
Yeah,
are,
no.
like how many of those can
Too
you
much.
sit through in a day? Like fuck that.
And still tour all the time.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And run a 4.4.
Yeah.
Something's not adding up.
That's a lot
here.
of books. That's all I'm saying. That's a
Something's
lot
not
of books.
adding up.
I
I'm
know
glad.
from two motherfuckers that read a lot.
Yeah, I'll be reading. I ain't got
I
nowhere
don't
near
know. I don't think
3,000
I
a
made it
year.
that far. I don't know.
What do you think's the
Maybe.
most you've read in a year?
A year, yeah.
How many like physical like
Books.
Oh gosh, I'd probably say about 30.
I'd say about 30 to 42,
Yeah.
bro. And
Yeah.
that's like reading.
That's a lot,
like
though. That's
Finishing,
like when I'm
starting,
reading.
finishing,
Yeah,
starting.
exactly.
Not taking any
That's when I'm
breaks in
learning
between
some
books.
shit or I'm
Yeah.
studying something, and it's like I'm on it.
3,000?
Yeah, that's a lot.
I don't even think you could listen to 3,000 books in a year.
Not retain it.
No, absolutely
Yeah.
not. You know what though? We're not getting out of that conversation yet. I heard it. Bernstein. Bernstein.
Uh-oh.
We getting into the Mandela effect before the
Wait
end
a
of this,
minute.
Len words.
Okay. What was it? I thought it was Berenstain.
Okay. Bernstein. That's how we see it, right?
Yeah.
It's Bernstein.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I don't believe it.
Neither do I. When I seen it, I was like, there's no way. I remember the books.
Yeah.
I remember how they're spelled.
Yeah.
There's no evidence of that.
Really?
Another one. So here's, bro, and I swear, I barely
Matrix.
smoked a little weed, so this wasn't all the
change
weed.
the
It's all
Matrix.
conspiracy.
Yeah.
No, this wasn't all the weed. Okay, here's another one, though, that, like, why? Hit the button. Why, right? Yeah, hit Leonard's theory, but it's for me, dog. The Mandela effect. I know everybody on the internet has to have come across some sort of Mandela effect videos, right?
Yeah.
They claim that there's stuff that we remember from our past that was changed or wasn't correct.
Right.
There's a fraction of people that remember Nelson Mandela never making it out of captivity and dying in captivity.
Yeah. See, I never.
That's their...
Yeah, that's the original. See, and even that, I'm just like, he didn't die. Like, didn't he get out of jail?
He did.
And, like, he did die.
No, he did get out of jail.
Yeah, that's
we
what I'm
remember.
saying. Like,
but there's a whole bunch of people that don't remember it that way. They remember him dying. There's people that remember a funeral even happening.
Stop lying. That's crazy.
That's what I say to them too.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Another one. This one might fuck with you a little bit because it fucked with me too. Was Sinbad's movie Shazam when he played the genie?
Oh yeah,
remember that movie?
Yeah, but he didn't play.
No, it didn't exist.
He didn't play
never
the
did
genie.
That's
that.
not even a
He
movie.
never played the genie. He just wore them
That
fucked
was
up pants.
what was the one with Shaq?
Shaq was Kazam.
Shaq was Kazam.
But
yeah.
in my mind, bro, I swear to God,
Yeah.
I remember a Sinbad genie movie.
Really,
I swear I do.
I remember Sinbad wearing genie pants.
Maybe that's why we think of him in the movie.
Maybe purple overall.
Yeah. That's what
I
it was.
remember,
That's what it
yeah.
was. Yeah.
Sinbad.
Yeah.
So
Shout out to Sinbad too,
Yeah,
man. He's
bro.
going through some health stuff, but man,
this is the second time we mentioned Sinbad in the
Yeah,
pod.
but I love Sinbad.
He's
so
funny.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I really like him.
His energy was dope, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
He's one of my favorites.
What's
So
it- oh,
I want another one.
The
from him.
Monopoly guy.
Yeah.
Monocle or no monocle?
Monocle.
No monocle.
Bullshit.
No monocle.
That's the guy. though.
Nope.
No.
Never had a monocle.
Oh, maybe I'm confusing him with the peanut guy.
The peanut dude, yeah.
Peanut guy. Cane or no cane?
Cane.
No cane.
Stop.
Wait.
You telling lies.
Which one had the cane?
You're
The
telling
peanut guy.
lies.
Peanut guy.
No cane.
What multiverse are you in?
I'm not saying I remember all these that you're saying. I remember them that way.
And you're
I
saying
remember
you
the
went back and
Monopoly
looked at
guy.
it and you're like,
People are saying
fuck
that
me.
that's not how it was. Okay. Here's another one that kind of
get that
fucked me
light,
up too. Was Fruit of the Loom, the logo. Cornucopia, no cornucopia.
No cornucopia.
I remember a cornucopia. I remember the fruit inside a cornucopia.
No, you know
No.
what you're mixing with the Chiquita bananas.
No,
Yeah?
I remember my shirt having a motherfucking cornucopia on the back.
Well, I mean, did you get it? Was it really Fruit of the Loom?
Whoa,
Fruit of the
Hey,
Loom.
Fruit of the Loom. Fucking flea market.
Fruit's missing an eye.
But okay, the reason why this one is so interesting to me, right, is why is it such insignificant shit? Why
That's
isn't
what
it
I'm
like
saying.
massive things
Right.
in history, dog?
Yeah.
What matters with it being Bernstein or Bernstein?
Right.
Well, it's kind of like the same thing, like when the mind sees certain things,
Yeah.
it just finishes that, right? But when you go back, you're like, what the fuck? Oh, I am missing an eye in this.
Because it
or
fills
whatever.
in the gaps.
Because, yeah, it fills in the gaps, even though it's
yeah,
not right.
yeah.
And your mind just like assumes, you know.
That's a powerful effect.
So, but what is it though? Collective hallucination? Why do
Maybe.
people remember it that way?
Because it was sold, I guess, that way. Or, I mean, people let you.
There's people. Can I tell you why some of the conspiracy theorists think?
Why?
That they're like testing their control on us.
For sure.
They want to
They
pretend
are,
it
though.
wasn't this way and
They
see
are.
how many people will drink Kool-Aid
Yeah.
and be like, oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't like that. It was like this.
Yeah.
So they're testing their control on us mentally to see if we will. They're starting with little stuff like that.
Right.
And
then-
changing the.
And then one day it's going to be.
It's
You
gonna be some
remember
big
when?
shit.
You remember when we freed the slaves?
Yeah. Hey, you know what it makes me think of? You guys have both seen Shutter Island, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you remember
yeah.
whenever it's like building up to the climax, right? And Leo goes back after he like spent the night in the cave.
Yeah.
And he's like, so where's my partner? And the homie tells him, you never had a partner.
Right.
And he's like,
You be here by yourself.
what the fuck you talking about? I've been with a partner the whole time, bro. Like, it's that type of shit.
Right.
Slowly introducing the idea of changing history.
Yeah.
Some people believe that. Other people believe that when CERN turned on the collider, it broke universes, and some universes are bleeding into other universes,
Oh yeah.
right? That's a fun one, but
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Yeah,
I feel like it would be bigger issues.
Yeah, the simpler explanation. Yeah, I mean, we would have had aliens not just in Miami; they would have been everywhere.
Yeah, bro. There'd be
Walking
like
through
Not just in
portals.
Miami.
that'd be
Walking
everywhere,
through
bro.
portals.
It'd be like the fucking Into the Spider-Verse with
For
fucking
sure.
Miles Morales, my guy.
Yes.
There's half a building sticking out over here. You
Yeah.
know, one Spider-Man swinging into
Shit's
nothing.
folding into
Shit's
itself.
folding into
Yeah.
itself. So the simplest explanation is usually the case.
Yep.
But again, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I'll sit there and talk. I want to hear them different perspectives, bro.
Man, you bug me out with that one.
But it bugged me out too.
It's your fruit of the lom.
The Fruit of the
T-shirts.
Lawn cornucopia
The
t-shirts.
cornucopia on that shit.
That's funny.
Yeah, so I'm sure you've heard of the Mandela effect. Though.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I've heard of it.
Did any of them stand out to you that freaked you out? When you read it, you're like, nah, fuck no, it was this way.
No, I mean that's the initial one. The whole
Bernstein.
thing about about
Mandela.
Mandela
Yeah.
himself. When I heard people saying like he never got out of jail, he died in jail. I'm like, no, he didn't. They had a song, they
Bro,
had T-shirts.
they had
like, I remember
T-shirts.
all that.
It was a
shit.
whole thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Martin,
Or
Malcolm,
did they?
Mandela, and me. I had one of them shirts.
Bro, see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But there's a whole bunch of people that are like, nope, that's not
crazy.
how it happened.
No, I seen him and Frankie Beverly and Mays perforking
I
concerts
seen
and
it.
shit. Like I remember that shit distinctly.
Hey,
You're not gonna confuse me out of that shit. You ain't gonna trick me out the streets.
that's how we're
Not
going to
gonna
end it. We're going to end it with Nelson Mandela made it out and did not
survived.
die in
Yeah.
captivity. He survived.
Yeah.
Episode 50, fellas. You guys ready to get the fuck up out of here?
Oh yeah, it's already that time.
Hey.
Okay.
Until next time, respect, connect. Peace.
Peace.